Hi students, today we are going to discuss the concepts radioactive decay law and concept of half-life. Let's start with radioactive decay law. According to radioactive decay law, the rate of decay that is represented by dN by dt. Here negative sign represent that is represented by dN by dt. Here negative sign represent the initial number of nuclei or parent nuclei decreases with time. This way, the rate of change of radioactive nuclei minus dN by dt is proportional to initial number of nuclei. N is initial number of nuclei or number of nuclei at a time t. Number of parent nuclei at a time t. That what N represents here. From this equation, you can write like this: minus dN by dt is proportional to N. This is basic decay law. Or dN by dt, if you remove the proportional constant, we have to introduce a constant that is lambda n. If you rearrange this equation, dN by n equals to minus lambda dt. If you integrate both sides, then you can obtain this equation. Integral dN by n equals to integral minus lambda dt. The time is initially 0, and that t equals to 0, the number of nuclei here are n naught. At the time t equals to t, the number of nuclei are n. If you integrate this equation, dN by n equation is log n. The limits of integration is n naught to n, that equals to minus lambda into integral dt is t. The limits here are 0 to t. Obviously get log n by n naught, that equals to minus lambda t. Here, if you take exponential on both sides, you can write n equals to n naught into e power minus lambda t. Here, n naught is initial number of nuclei, means the number of nuclei at a time t equals to 0. This is the number of nuclei at a time t equals to t. And lambda is decay constant. The lambda is called here decay constant. This expression represents how a radioactive nuclei decay. That is means it decays exponentially. E power minus lambda t term is here. That means it decays exponentially. That equation gives us a curve like this, means exponentially decay. The red line represents the exponentially decay. Here n equals to n naught into e power minus lambda t. What we derive from this graph, the key observations are at t equals to t half. This is the time and initial number of nuclei graph. At the time t equals to t half, the number of nuclei become half. This time is called half-life of radioactive nuclei. The t half is called half-life. Why we prefer half-life rather than the complete life? Why? Because if you observe this graph, this is almost parallel to x-axis. Means the life of any radioactive nuclei is almost infinite. Means take huge time to decay completely. That's why generally we consider half-lives. In the same way, for two half-lives, the number of nuclei n naught by 4, for 3 half-lives n naught by 8, for 4 half-lives n naught by 16 lines. This equation or this curve represent how a radioactive nuclei disintegrate or decay with time. From this observation, we can calculate what is half-life and how we can derive the equation. Basically, we have an equation that is n equals to n naught into e power minus lambda t. Here n is the number of nuclei left after time t, and naught is initial number of nuclei. The half-life nothing but the time taken to become half of the total nuclei. Means here, and when n tends to initial number n naught by 2, then the time is called half-life of radioactive nuclei. If you write these terms in the equation, n is n naught by 2, that equals to n naught into e power minus lambda t half. Both sides n naught will be cancelled. The remaining time can be written as like this: 2 power minus 1 equals to e power minus lambda t half. Here 2 is equals to e power minus lambda t half. Take logarithm on both sides. Then lambda t half equals to, here minus will be cancelled, that's why this is plus. Lambda t half is equals to 2. We have to calculate t half, that equals to here log 2 by lambda. What is the log 2 value? This can be also written as ln2 0.693 by lambda. This is a basic equation for t half. This is a basic equation for t half. Half-life means a time taken to radioactive nuclei to becomes half of the initial value. This is the half-life of radioactive decay. Next, coming to the key points. This is the equation what we derived. From this equation, you can conclude one important thing, that is the half-life of any radioactive nuclei does not depend upon initial number of nuclei. Only that is constant, means for a particular nuclei, the decay constant lambda is always same. That's why T half does not depend upon n naught. This is what equation we derived in the past session. The next one is coming to an example problem. Here half-life of radioactive atom is 2.3 days, then decay constant would be. From the basic equation, from T half equation, we can write T half is equals to 0.693 by lambda. We have to calculate decay constant here. That's why rearrange the equation for lambda. 0.693 by T half. What is T half value? The T half value is given as 2.3. Means the approximate value is 0.3, 0.6 to 0.3. This way, among all options, the correct option is D. D is the correct option. Let's move to the next concept. What is decay constant? We introduce a constant to eliminate n proportional to n equals to n naught t power minus lambda t. Okay, what is decay constant? Means initially we have number of nuclei n naught. The decay constant nothing but that is reciprocal of time at which this is the time axis. The lambda is the reciprocal of time at which n naught becomes n naught by e. That particular time is called, reciprocal is called decay constant. The decay constant can be expressed as lambda. The lambda is reciprocal of time at which n becomes n naught by e. Here e value is approximately equals to 2.71. 2.71. Let us discuss a question related to that one. The decay constant of radioactive element defined as the reciprocal of time at which after which number of atoms of radionuclide falls nearly. Means this question is based upon the definition of decay constant. That approximate value is that nothing but here n becomes n0 by g. What is n0 by g means? The time at which n becomes n0 becomes n0 by g. The initial number of nuclei decayed up to 1 by e times. What is the meaning of that sentence? Here e value I set 2.71 means 1 by e times nothing but 1 by 2.71. In percentages, you can calculate like this into 100%. 100 by 2.71 is approximately 36.8% of original number of nuclei. This way the correct option is B. Let's move to the next concept. Activity. What is activity? The activity of radioactive sample is represented with how the disintegration takes place with time. That is dN by dt. The dN by dt factor represents activity of nuclei. That's what dN by dt nothing but the number of decays or number of disintegrations per second. That is the basic unit of dN by dt. Or this can be expressed as 1 decay per second is 1 becquerel. Or this can also be expressed in curies. How many curies? How many decays per second is 1 curie? 3.7 into 10 power 10 decays per second is 1 curie. And 1 becquerel is 1 decay per second. These three are basic units of activity. The activity is dN by dt. The units are number of decays per second or curie or becquerel. The activity is generally represented with capital A. Yes. Generally, A equals to minus lambda n. This equation comes from A is equals to dN by dt. dN by dt is equals to minus lambda n. If we equate these two equations, dN by dt equals to minus lambda n, that is represented with A equals to lambda n. The activity can also be represented with lambda n. That's why here, if you take that equation, A is equals to lambda n. Here lambda is a constant. N can be written as n0 into e power minus lambda t. Here lambda n0 term represent initial activity A0. A0 into e power minus lambda t. That is it. The activity also decreases exponentially e power minus lambda t. In sometimes they are asked about masses also. The mass term also, the remaining mass left equals to the initial mass m0 into e power minus lambda t. This is the remaining mass of radioactive nuclei. The mass left after time t, this is the mass at time t equals to 0. This is the remaining exponential term. And also here A is activity at a time t, A0 is activity at time t equals to 0. The next one, the problem based upon this concept, that is the activity of radioactive sample is measured 9750 counts per minute at t equals to 0. Means what is the basic equation? The basic equation is the activity is given A is equals to A0 into e power minus lambda t. In this equation, the activity at t equals to 0 nothing but A0 value is 9750. After time t, the activity is 975 e power minus lambda times. What is time t? After time t nothing but after 5 minutes. If you cancel this one, this cancel 10 times. If you move 10 into the left side, that is 10 power minus 1. E power minus lambda into 5. Take logarithm on both sides. Minus minus will be cancelled. log E base 10 equals to 5 lambda. If you want to convert log E base 10 into base 10, the value can be written as like this. Log 10 base 10 of 2.303. If you multiply it with 2.303, it comes under log base 10. That equals to 5 lambda on the right side. Log 10 base 10 is 1. That's why 5 lambda equals to 2.303 and lambda is equals to 2.303 by 5. The approximate value equals to 0.46. That's why the correct option is A. The correct option is B. The correct option B is 0.461 per minute. This is also basic, depend upon basic equation. A is equals to A naught into E4 minus lambda T. Let's move with the next concept. What are the applications of half-life? Means the after n half-lives means the total time represented in the number of half-lives T halves. Here the n half-lives gives us total time. The fraction of nuclei decays means n by n naught equals to, that is a fraction, means the number of nuclei left compared to the initial number of nuclei is 1 by 2 whole power n. If that portion number of nuclei decays, the remaining number of nuclei or undecayed nuclei are 1 minus 1 by 2 whole power n. This is the equation for number of undecayed nuclei. This is the equation of the fraction of nuclei decay. N by n naught equals to 1 by 2 whole power n. Based upon these two equations, you can solve this problem. Let's see. In a radioactive substance at T equals to 0, the number of atoms is 18 to 10 power 4. Its half-life period is 3 years. The number of atoms 1 into 10 power 4 will remain after interval. Means we have to calculate time at which number of nuclei left is 1 into 10 power 4. This way the basic equation is n by n naught equals to 1 by 2 whole power n. Where n equals to, here n equals to, what is n? The n equals to T by T half. Why? Because the total time is equals to n half-lives. The total time equals to n half-lives. That's why if you write these values in this equation, n by n naught equals to, what is the n? Here n is 1 into 10 power 4. The left nuclei, the initial number of nuclei is 8 into 10 power 4. That equals to 1 by 2 whole power T by, what is T half given? The half-life is 3 years. Whole power n nothing but T by T half. T by T half nothing but here given 3 years. If you simplify this one, 10 power 4, 10 power 4 cancel. This can be written as 1 by 2 whole power 3. This is 1 by 2 whole power T by 3. Here bases are equal, that's why you can equate exponents. That is 3 equals to T by 3. And T equals to 3 times 3, that is 9. 9 years is the correct option. That's why the correct option is 1. The correct option is 1. The next one also based upon the same concept again. The half-life of radium is 1622 years. How long will it take for 7/8 of a given amount of radium decay? Here, how long it will take? 7 by 8 part of amount is decay. Means 7 by 8 part decay, nothing but the remaining number of nuclei. Remaining is important here. Why? Because we have the term only in that formula. Remaining number of nuclei. The remaining is 1 minus 7 by 8. 1 minus 7 by 8 is 1 by 8. This number of nuclei left. This way, from basic equation, you can write it like this. N equals to, or n by n naught equals to 1 by 2 whole power. We have to calculate here time t by t half. The half life is given as that value. N by n naught value. What is the n by n naught value? The n by n naught value is 1 by 8. That equals to 1 by 2 whole power t by t half. T by t half value is 1622. This can be written as 1 by 2 whole cube. That equals to 1 by 2 whole power t by 1622 years. Here also bases are equal. That's why you can equate powers. The powers is 3 equals to t by 1622. Obviously, t equals to 1622 times 3. The value, what is the value of this one? 4866 years. The correct option is 3. This is also application of half-life. That is, if parallel decay. What is the meaning of parallel decay? In a radioactive sample, the decay maybe takes place via alpha decay, via beta decay, and different decays of the gamma decay like that. If all take simultaneously, then the decay is called parallel decay. Here the parallel decay nothing but each decay having some constant, decay constant, then the total decay of that particular sample is lambda equals to lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3 plus and so on up to lambda n. That is the total decay of the sample. Whenever different decays takes place. In sometimes they are given like this. The decays are given as suppose the decay constants. The decay constant is some 50 per hour like that, or per year, or 100 per year like that. And the total decay constant is 150 obviously. As decay constant is inversely proportional with the half-life. Why? Because T half is equals to 0.693 by lambda. The lambda is inversely proportional to T half. This expression can be written as like this. 1 by T equals to 1 by T1 plus 1 by T2 plus 1 by T3 and so on up to Tn. Here T represents half-life. Here T represents half-life. The next one is average life of or mean life. Average life of mean life. This is also important. Actually, the reciprocal of decay constant is called average life or mean life. The reciprocal of decay constant, lambda. Also, this can be expressed as, we know what is decay constant. The decay constant that is the reciprocal of time at which the initial number of nuclei decayed 1 by e times. This way, here the time during which given sample reduces to 1 by e times. That is the compared to original amount. That is also the definition of average life or mean life. Now coming to the relation between mean life and half life. We know what is the value of half life. T half is equal to, can write ln by 2. The ln value is 0.693 by lambda. Or this can be 1 by lambda can be written as tau. Tau represent average life of mean life. 0.693. Tau is equals to T half. And the next concept is, okay, this is based upon the problem of half-life. At a time t equals to 0, the number of nuclei of radioactive sample is 100. At t equals to 1 second, that becomes 90. After 2 seconds, how many nuclei left? Here, this is very simple. At t equals to 0, 100. At t equals to 1, the remaining number is 90. Yes. The next one, at t equals to 2. When the remaining left are 90% of initial. Again further at t equals to 2, how many left? 90% of 90. Here the remaining after t equals to 1 second are 90. After 2 seconds, it means every second or every second it decays 10%. At every second it decays 10%. That's why here in the next second 90% of 90 or 90% of 90 nothing but 90 by 100 of 90. Zeros will be cancelled. The remaining term is 9 81. 81 are left. Or you can calculate in another manner also. 10% decay. Further 10% decay. 10% of 90 is 9. 90 minus 9 is 81. 81 is the correct option. Coming to the next problem. This is also very important problem. A radioactive material, the activity at time t1 is A1, at t2 the activities are okay. A1 here take as in terms of what, that's why here R1, here R2. At time t2 the activities R2. The decay constant lambda. Then what which relation is also. Generally the activity equation we derive that in the fashion R1 is equals to R0 into e power minus lambda at T1. At T1 the activity is R1. R2 equals to R0 into e power minus lambda T2. If you divide these two equations, that will be taken as 1, this 2. If you 1 by 2 gives us R1 by R2. What is the R1 by R2 value? E power minus lambda times T1 minus T2. R0 will be cancelled. If you move e power minus lambda to the numerator, then obviously you get this term. Means in the given relation which is good, holds good. R1 is equals to R2 into e power minus lambda times T1 minus T2. That's why the correct option is 1. And later, there may be question asked about mean life in this case. What is the mean life? If you want to calculate mean life, the mean life is simply the reciprocal of decay constant. That's why if we can calculate decay constant, obviously we can write the equation for mean life. How can you write that equation? From this equation, take logarithm on both sides. Log R1 by R2 equals to minus times minus lambda times T1 minus T2. From this equation, lambda can be written as 1 by, if you move T1 minus T2 can be written as T2 minus T1 of ln R1 by R2. This is the lambda value. This is the lambda value. From this lambda value, you can write mean life. Mean life is equals to 1 by lambda. That's why what is the 1 by lambda value here? The reciprocal of this one. The reciprocal of this one is T2 minus T1 into 1 by log R1 by R2. This is the equation for mean life. Means from the same concept, the question may be asked related to equation or related to lambda value or related to average life or mean life. These are the basic and important concepts in nuclei.